If I could talk like that, I'd never stop. All right, Spencer.
Yeah.
Start talking.
Oh. Last time on Harmontown, the party was in dire straits, chained by their very souls and in the clutches of undead bureaucrats. After the bone sages of Tormod Tor enacted the mysterious rites of Telem Varna, they began the proceedings by shouting and asking for the guilty party to reveal themselves. Immediately, Mulrain Sedana, suffering from a rash of poor life decisions, came forward, confusing and bewildering all. Quark struggled against his chains and managed to sever his ties, but that only began a countdown to the total eradication of his very soul.
That was a bad idea.
I keep saying very souls in this thing. With their very souls captive in their muscle on a death timer, how would they escape the rites of Telem Varna and their own collective death wish? Collective death wish. Find out, blah, blah, on the next blah, blah, yeah.
You guys hungry? I could really go for a nice collective death witch right now.
Top of the show, bottom of the D&D, top of the D&D show notes. Quark, you're still about 10 minutes from dying. Sharpie, you're a chained cloud of gas.
Oh, right. Thank you.
So,
He is a cloud of gas?
Yeah. He turned into one.
On purpose?
Yeah.
You don't turn into a cloud of gas on accident.
No, but was it somebody else hexed him, or he
was trying to get out of his soul chains.
I had these soul chains that go into our bodies. I ripped it out and felt like my soul was leaving, so I put them back in, and then I tried to just sever the thing, and then they're kind of just retreating into my body like a fuse, and I've got about 10 minutes or so before something probably life-ending happens.
What's Chris de Burgh doing?
You're also chained by the soul.
Okay.
So, you guys are all up in this, broken dead church surrounded by all these hooded undead dudes. There's the Bone Sages, Tor, Mod, and Second Tor. Second Tor speaks. Since the accused has already made a mockery of our law, we will appoint a special defendant for your shackling. Of course, this means that Lenev will be granted power of special persecutor in return. Bring out the special defendant. Special defendant.
Hi, I'm Skeleton Gary, and I will fight for you. I'm from the law firm of Femur, Phalange, and Shapiro.
Femur, Phalange, and Shapiro.
The only cage you're going to see is my rib cage. When you're buying me drinks and the beer is flowing through it because we've won our case, let's fight for you.
Oh, this is great.
So he's our lawyer?
Yes, he is. I will convene a brief recess if you want to catch him up on any trial notes or anything that you might want him to know.
Yeah, anything you want to disclose to me would be of service.
Okay, I have an evil demon inside of me.
Check.
I'm a short barbarian gnome who has 10 minutes to live.
Yeah, all right.
This whole thing got started because I'm an alcoholic who's given to rageaholism, and I perceived a threat when.
Okay, now talk about your character.
That's not really. I mean, come on.
Good. This rapport, we can use this. People are gonna like this. Good.
I perceived a threat when this Lenev guy. We said, "Are you cool? Are you our friend?" And he said, "Yeah, I am." We said, "How do we know?" And he said, "Well, I'm not eating your face." I thought that was a threat.
I see.
I thought that meant that if we stepped over the line, I thought that was him saying, "I'll eat your face if I stop liking you."
We got off on the wrong foot with Lenev, and now things are bad.
So wait, he said you thought he said if you cross a line, he's gonna end you, and so you decided to cross the line?
Preemptively in self-defense. We'll handle this.
What right does any being have to draw those kinds of lines?
Can we leave that fucking discussion? I've got 10 minutes to live. We've been through that.
Well, this could be the crux of his case. That's why we're here. What do you think Lenev's going to be talking about out there?
It's all a big misunderstanding. We didn't mean to kill the whole village.
Also, we made several friendly overtures as he got mad time and time again. We extended friendliness to him. He took us back to this place, and after it was clearly established that we were friendly, he then announced that we were bad people, and that's why we're soul shackled. Because believe me, I wouldn't be here.
Do you know anything about, Larry, do you know anything about the rights of Telem Varna?
That's what I did my thesis on. Now, I don't want to worry you. This is my first case. I was a boat repairman for, 20 years. And I did law as a hobby. I'm a hobbyist lawyer. But go team. We're going to do this.
So your day job is still repairing boats?
Well, I don't get paid for it anymore. I was fired.
Why?
My boats would sink.
Well, don't sink this boat.
Wouldn't happen.
Right. Recess is over. Right. Recess is over.
Oh.
Recess is over. Say the 3 bone sages. One at a time. We shall proceed now. Special persecutor, speak. Lenev.
I don't know if you can hear, but every time you say persecutor instead of prosecutor, Adam Goldberg corrects you from the audience.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like an old cartoon when I was a kid gag. I'd give credit if I knew what it was. Anyway.
I just wanted to point it out so it doesn't happen all night.
Lenev, he addresses this circle of hooded figures kind of standing around you guys. He says, "Gentlemen, you no doubt remember how we all came together to stave off the Dark Admiral's demonic sorcerers, as well as how you rallied with me to break the siege of the Frost Giants and their necromantic king. Today we face a similar challenge in recovering from the artisan disaster. I scarcely need to mention the 100 of lost lives, but despite those most giving of who devoted eternity to staving off the inevitable decay, I tell you we will rally again and we will carry on, but not if we allow these maniacs to continue their rampage. You stand before the 4 culprits of the destruction of the Artisans Annex and the murder of our most valued craftsmen, and we will have vengeance." The ring of hooded bodies hisses and stamps their feet, bones rattling in rage.
Okay, I huddle with the guys. Who are the artisans that we killed?
Yeah, this is your first case?
Yeah, I've done some model United Nations before, but it's all right.
Can we remind these people that we did everything? We killed Admiral Darkstar? We're responsible for everything good that's happened in this region?
And it was his palace that fell down on all the artisans or whatever.
Hold it for the cross-examination. We've got this.
No, that's not how this works.
What?
Okay.
The cross-examination shall begin shortly. I mean now.
All right. The defense would like to call to the stand Quark, please.
Yes. Hello.
Now,
my name is Quark.
How are you feeling today?
Not so good. Why am I doing your accent? I don't know. I feel like shit. I got a soul chain fuse ticking down into my chest.
There you have it. First of all, we have a medical expediency that we need to make sure is in. Is there a jury?
No.
Just a judge?
There's the council.
People.
Yeah, the 3 bone sages.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, like the Superman guys, the guilty.
Exactly.
All right. We have a
Don't use that word so much.
We have a medical expediency, so I will ask you to take some sort of leniency and consider that. Now, thank you very much. You've been great. Lie down.
I'll say thank you.
You're welcome. I'd like to call to the stand Sharpie.
Yes.
Sharpie, are you in fact a corporeal body right now?
No, I'm made of gas at the present time.
Would you say you're a big ball of gas?
I mean,
a lot of hot air?
Well,
blustery wind that wouldn't mean anything, sincerely? You're joking, you're jesting a lot?
Yeah, but I'm not always this way.
But you are now.
Right, yes.
And you
right
have
now.
been in the recent past.
Yes.
So it would be difficult for someone to take, say, a comment or a threat seriously, and if they did, that might be on them.
Yeah, well, I just turned to gas like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Sidebar.
Okay.
He's trying to help you.
Yeah, but I mean,
They weren't going to buy that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But he was taking the physical...
I like where he was going with that.
Yeah, he was taking the physical form and he was making a bigger metaphorical point.
Yeah.
I will continue. Though you are now physically a ball of gas, and you weren't at the time, is it not true that when you go through some sort of transformation, like when you're drunk, you become your true self? You have now turned into what essentially your essence is, and that's a wag, a jester, just someone who has a good laugh.
I am an alcoholic, and I have a problem with authority. if that's what you're asking.
Do they all have to be sentenced individually or as a whole? Can we cast one aside?
I'm
Throw one to the dogs. I was asking the judge.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Chris, I call to the stand Chris de Burgh.
Hey.
Chris, what the fuck is going on here, Chris?
Okay, here's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know these guys that well.
Fair enough. I like this.
And I have literally been fighting them for the last few hours. Ask them. I've been vomiting on their faces and
Because you're possessed by
shooting
evil.
laser eyes at them in an effort to get them to stop killing all the artisans that they'd been talking.
Not true. Harumph! Harumph! Harumph!
Order in the court.
Harumph!
Oh, Jesus. All right. How did the castle fall down? Isn't there a castle?
Yeah, we killed Admiral Darkstar.
Because he had it coming.
Yes.
Oh yeah, everybody agrees.
Everybody here agrees with that. Yeah.
Your Honor, you did great service for the land. Without these three, we wouldn't even be having this conversation because we would all be dead.
He'd still be alive. We'd all be on the run from Admiral Darkstar. Instead, we destroyed...
dead.
If not dead already.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody being dead, we just killed all the artisans. Let me rephrase that. Instead of everyone being dead, because of the good we did, all the artisans are dead.
I thought...
Your Honor, there's a term in warfare and government, it's called collateral damage. That the needs of the many are greater than the needs of the few. And I think that's what we have here. And if you fail to appreciate that, you might as well, your justice and your morals might be as dead as you would be if Darkstar was alive.
I think he is alive. I think he's possessed Chris de Burgh. I think that's why he's being an asshole.
Harumph! Harumph!
We never saw him die. We killed him, and then a giant robot, and we ripped his head off. There was gas everywhere. I don't know what the fuck. And then I think Admiral Darkstar is still alive, and I certainly know he's alive in the hearts of all you assholes if you continue to be dicks to us. Because that's what Admiral Darkstar wants. He wants us fighting each other.
All right.
I hate everyone.
Okay.
I'm still on the stand.
Yes.
Can I say I am not possessed by Admiral Darkstar? But maybe he wasn't such a bad guy, right?
All right.
Harumph!
All right.
Maybe he had some good points.
Now, Your Honor?
Yes, what, huh?
There's three of them.
Your Honors.
It's yours honor.
Yours Honor. I was just thinking it. All right. I'm going to invoke a little-known codicil of the legal book called the Kansas Clause, where if a house falls on a witch, it's not the house owner or occupant or visitor's fault. They were merely going about their day. They did. Can you prove any intent to kill? At worst, this is involuntary manslaughter and not artisan murder. But put that out of your triad of brains. And look at these faces. First, let's start over there. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Look at that salt and pepper beard, the sweet disposition, the very fear of having blood drawn.
Same face, by the way, that spit in your beloved frost giant's eyes.
Okay.
So,
all right, all right.
If you love him so much.
Shut your prison hole. All right. Let's take a look at Chris de Burgh. Look at that face.
This is an artisan killer?
Let me tell you something. I went to college with a man who had killed artisans. He was a big, brawling man. He had studs. He had pink in his hair. He was a punk rocker. That was an artisan killer. Look at this. Listen to him speak. Say the word. I can't even do it.
I can't even do it.
Listen to that.
I can't dance.
It's so sweet. Now, we have a limited time over here.
Am I still in a barbarian rage or no?
No, please.
No.
Okay.
He's weak. He's fragile. He's sickly.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I don't want to die, Larry.
Do you want to do this to him? Look at this face. Now, there are three of you, and there are three of them. And what I ask you is that if all of you are going to find them guilty, you have to find all 3 of them guilty. But all 3 of you must find one innocent little lamb among these 3. And if there's one, certainly there could be 3. Don't kill them. Let them live. And I will tell you this, if you let them go, they will bring you back the head of the marsh minotaur. Shut up, go with me. Harumph, go with me. Harumph, go with me. Who I know Harumph is the scourge of the...
Jesus Christ. There's our next month.
No, yes. He's the scourge of the flea market hills. He's been going in there every Sunday when they have their little farmer's market, and he's taking the goat cheeses and the artisan breads, and he's taking them for themselves. The poor peasants, they need to be rid of him. If you see it in your heart to let these 3 go, they will bring you the head of the marsh minotaur. That is absolutely my guarantee. And then, if they don't, lock them up and throw away the key. Send them into the pits of Skaldor. Send them into the sex caverns of Jambi time. Send them to the dungeons of Stubnorts for all I care. But these people are not guilty.
Harumph.
I rest my case. No further questions. Attica. You are out of order.
So the bone sages, they deliberate. They grumble and groan and talk to each other for a while, and they're like, that guy and his fucking goat cheeses. He has been a thorn in our side. Well, you guys have made really good points. I'm actually quite astonished. You came up with possessions and all sorts of reasons why they might not totally have been in their right minds. And it seems like, did you mention that they killed Admiral Darkstar? Are you serious about that?
Yeah, as a great service to the land.
Even Lenev couldn't do that.
Lenev is a pussy willow. He's been titty bitched, and he can go screw.
I gotta admit, when he came in here hissing and yelling, I was pretty perturbed by that whole thing.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a fuckface. I was surprised when he brought us in. I was actually impressed that he belonged to you as a people, and it didn't mesh.
I mean, he's still a great warrior and a hero to our people.
How do we know that it wasn't Lenev that killed the artisans and is trying to pin it on us?
We don't.
Well, then that settles it. Bring out the beast of burden and tell him Varna shall finish.
What?
Tell him Varna! 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 Something resembling a large, maybe like a cow-sized, fleshy, 6-legged pill bug, like a pill bug, but fleshy. Trundles into the church.
Like a skin tag?
Yeah, but like a roly-poly that's a skin tag. That's what's happening. Trundles into the church and kind of stands in front of you guys before you see his head flesh. It peels back and reveals a strange skull. And the skull gives a screech and then shatters and it falls dead. Tell him Varna is over. The shackles vanish.
Jesus.
I thought that was going to go a different direction.
I think in the skeleton justice system, it's better to let one man go free than to not have 10 potato bugs' skulls shatter. Something like that.
You shall take care of the marsh minotaur.
Okay, is that negotiable, or are we locked into
Did
that?
you not see the beast of burden just now?
We saw him.
We did make a promise.
It's not negotiable.
Oh, okay.
I gathered our little group together, and I shake Larry's hand and said, "I got to be honest, Larry. I didn't think when you started that you had what it took, but you really you gave a little speech out there."
Larry, were you making up the marsh minotaur?
Yeah, I mean that was just bullshit, right?
No.
That's a real
if you think
thing?
That is fearsome. Wait till you get my bill.
That's a closer.
Oh yeah,
Lord Joe.
Skeleton lawyer closer.
Thank you.
taking the
555-293. I'll fight for you. I did it for them. I can do it for you. Skeleton Gary.
Matt Corley, everyone.